Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Ready to rock and roll. Here's Jonathan Garibay. And off we go from Cleveland. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Throwing, Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd down and 7. Now Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Watson now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
They stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Chubb on the counter. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
No time now.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Out to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I like the thought process. I like the design. But I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man. Because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Julian Blackmon
able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watson on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Jones throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route. Let's go now.
Jones now on 1st down. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some boxing, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
On the move to his left. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Touchdown, Browns! Amari Cooper, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Cade York for the extra point.
And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Taylor, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Jones on 3rd down.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They go play action here on 1st down. It'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this. But if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch. And it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And I think he got it back. He did. So it was a great return, and they're able to maintain possession to keep the football.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Martin Emerson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Garabay's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Jones.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And some room to work.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
A 10-yard pickup. It's 2nd and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Watson. And here he's got Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Watson looks to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Watson down to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Running straight ahead, Taylor. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. The Colts send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at the 33. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Complete to Kareem Hunt. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A give running right is Chubb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. On the counter, it's Taylor. He stiff arms him. And some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
3rd down as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other and wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Julian Blackmon in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They set up the screen to Chubb. Runs over him, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Quick slant completes into Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. And they take a knee.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know